An excerpt from the novel Fly-by-Wire by Anne McKenna Fromm and Captain Richard Payne, performed by Ted Payne. Tom stood and rubbed his hand across his forehead. With the oxygen, his head was clearing. What was he doing? How could he wander around the airplane after a woman when the plane was in danger? What was the matter with him? He took another deep breath, closing his eyes. Think. His passengers could not breathe. The outflow valves were open, and pressurized cabin air gushed out the back of the aircraft. Dangerously soon, his passengers would be unable to breathe at all. He had to act. He managed to punch in his office code quickly this time. There was only one thing to do. They had to dive. Tom slid into the pilot's seat and felt for his seat. It clicked, and he jabbed the button to alert passengers to fasten theirs. He pressed the manual passenger oxygen switch. All the passengers should now have masks dangling over their heads. Into the PA he yelled, "Trish, seat belts!" He hoped Trish was awake enough to make the announcement. His ears rang. The master caution light alarm sounded. Wah! 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 The altitude alert warning clanged rapidly. Ding, 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 ding. He reached up and silenced the alarm. He pushed the master caution light flashing bright amber. Bright spots still glowed against his retinas when it went off. Check, he thought. The caution light would now reset and alert him to anything new. By feel, he disengaged the autopilot, relieved as the switch slid back at his touch. His movements became more automatic as training took over, compensating for hypoxia. Tom rotated the knob on the mode control panel to the target altitude of 10,000 feet and then grasped the yoke, easing it forward. He set the aircraft to its nose-down attitude. At the console, he disconnected the auto throttles with his thumb and eased back the power to idle. He felt himself lightening in his seat. The curvature of the Pacific Ocean flattened as they descended. Variegated clouds lit by a rising orange moon moved westerly with the wind. The moon hung low in the midnight blue sky. So far, the descent was smooth. He grabbed the speed brake lever and extended it. Now, instead of the normal 2,000 feet per minute, they rocketed downward at 8,000 feet per minute.